Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome to the 100th episode of the Double Thought Show. As you guys know, I'm RJ here with KR. KR, it's been,
It's been a long road, man.
yeah. And the thing is, we keep recording and we keep pushing and we keep adjusting, making small adjustments every time. And I was like surprised. And the thing is, last episode was the 99th. And I know
Yeah.
that this was the 100th, but we're officially like a three-digit uh, podcast, at least in episodes. So yeah, I'm
Actually,
really.
even more.
What did you say?
Actually, we have even more out
Yeah,
because we have
actually,
for the double thought show we have 100, yes, but we have also some tests we did other places, right?
yeah. And we also have, of course, the other channels. We have the recently launched the channel that we recently launched, which is the X Game Plan. For those of you who want to check out our commentary on sports, specifically sports related topics, you can check us out there. We also have the Clips channel. You can find all of those channels in the channel tab here on our YouTube page. So for those of you who has been supporting us throughout this first these first 100 episodes, we really, really, really thank you for your support. Definitely. Um, Very much appreciated. Thanks for all the feedbacks. All the feedbacks help, even those from the haters. Looking forward to the next 100. We have some big things coming up.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we proceed, guys, remember to subscribe. Let us know in the comment section when you started watching the Double Thought Show. Remember to subscribe; it's really important. And with that being said,
And
engage with
remember,
us. Yeah.
oh no, I said remember to yes, put your comment in there so when we blow up, you can say,
Have I been wrong yet? Have I been wrong yet? No.
Yeah, you'd say yeah, I was there from the get go.
"Oh, day one."
Yeah, they won. Remember to engage with us, guys. With that being said, let's start the show. KR, we have some very interesting topics today. We are gonna start off with the saga of Cesar Pina. Talked about him a couple of shows ago.
Real
Uh,
estate Rico.
Real estate Rico, alleged real estate Rico.
That's not a legend anymore.
It's a
The guy has
probable.
been arrested.
It's a probable. Well, arrested,
Not charged,
not
but he's
charged.
a
Well,
convict.
charged, arrested and charged, but he hasn't been found guilty.
Not found guilty, but he's a convict. So at least we can say a real estate convict. Oh, wow.
Well, he's a convict that does real estate. I believe he learned real estate while he was sitting out his sentence. But
Yeah.
that's it's amazing to me, KR, how people will not see the red flags. So it's seen as a when they tell the story about him being in jail and learning real estate from someone who was in prison for committing real estate fraud. That should be you would think that that would be the the red flag, like a major red flag. But I think that in let's say within the culture, sometimes it seems as though we want to glorify someone who learned it from the school of hard knocks too much. I
Well,
would say.
I do think call it, if you want to call it a culture. Okay, I'll use that
I
word.
say the culture. Yeah, I say the culture
The
because
culture.
the reason why I say that is because there are a lot of people who teach real estate, but we always
Who's
look at.
we? Are you talking French? Who's we?
I mean, yeah.
Some
So
people. Let's please.
people. Yeah, yeah. My bad. My bad.
Don't
My bad.
include me
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
okay.
right. You're right. But some people they look at they want the I would say the investor, but
Street.
in the rappers
Yeah.
attire. You
Yeah.
know? Uh,
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. You're definitely. I do agree with you on that. So, you see a lot of these guys who are right now promoting financial products. they have that pitch, and I think that that pitch came from the OG Morrison from Tulsa,
Yeah,
the Tulsa real estate fund.
yeah. He
He
was
was
there.
one of the first ones who really popped it off with that pitch.
Yeah,
And if you think about it, his pitch was, I was in jail or something like that, and I'm better now. I'm gonna teach you how to um do real estate
the
and
right way.
the right way. And I'm giving seminars. They usually use these seminars as funnels to get your funds, or get it, or
Take
solicit
it,
your funds,
get
or
it, take it.
take it. You give it up willingly, so it's not taken. You're the one who's stupid enough to do it. But it's the same. It's the same format these guys usually use, right? It's the same with Cesar, if you think about it. And there is also another guy who I saw recently. He's doing the same stuff. He's not as big though. He's not. He's also with social media influencers, but not as big
Yeah,
as.
that big. Yeah,
But
but
they are all. But one thing, they are all from New Jersey, though. I'm not saying from. Don't trust New Jersey people, but I don't know. James. I think his name is James, or James Morrison, or Morrison from Tulsa.
Morrison, yeah, James Morrison. I don't know if it's James
He's
Morrison
from
is an
New
artist as
Jersey. Penguin is from the New Jersey.
well. Wait, guys, yo, with penguin, big pun. You mean
Big
big pun,
Big
aka Cesar Pina, not the real big pun, of course. Yeah. Well, I don't know if the real. No, I think the real big pun's from New York, right? Yeah.
is from New York. Yes, Big Pun or Big Pun Z. I don't know which one it is.
Yo.
Big Pun or Big Pun Z.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have this guy. I can't recall his name. Its last name is Park or something like that. His name. Yo, this name is Big Money or something like that.
But
Hey,
it's
yeah,
like, yeah. So that's my point, right? So, but so we talked about this topic. What we have seen since then is that DJ Envy has been included more and more. Yo, on social media, some wild reels and shorts are popping up about Envy saying, "Yeah, Pina is my real estate is my business partner in I forgot which region," but he's like literally saying that.
business
So
partner. Yeah, he
so it's
went up
like
to pick up his checks. Did
yeah.
you
So
see that
it's
one?
I saw that one. Yeah, yeah, a bunch of checks, but and and
Right. You did.
yo. And but the thing is, and then you see the danger, right? About taking pictures with people. KR,
You
I'm
don't
not,
know.
I don't like taking pictures. Let me say that. If it's up to me, I wouldn't take pictures. However, what I have seen in general, that if you have pictures, you can always, go back down memory lane. The problem with going down memory lane is
You will see all the mistakes you made. It's just like your exes, not
it's
your exes, but in general, exes,
in
right?
general, yeah, access, yeah. So you would say, oh, that was my mistake. That was her mistake. That never should have happened.
I was blind,
Yeah.
blind for a second.
Because now, and I told you, Kia, we went on the website, on Cesar Pina's website, the last show we did about it. I think
Yes,
it was episode
two shows
98,
ago.
right?
2 shows ago, yeah,
Yeah, 98. So in show
No, it's
98,
97. The one we went to his website.
okay, so we went to his website, and on his website you could see
Oh, you
him
bunch of
taking pictures with a bunch of people. We saw, um was J Balvin there?
J
I think it was
Balvin, yeah.
J Balvin there. We saw a bunch of people, and he was the caption was people I've worked with. So just to build credibility, right, for himself.
Yeah.
But now you see that taking a picture with people can be very expensive. You know
It,
who's finding that out now, KR?
let me guess. Michael.
Michael.
Michael, the deleter.
You can just say the name, man.
I don't know. We're not past the 10 minutes yet. So
Well, let's wait a minute.
let's wait
Let's wait.
10 seconds. Michael, the deleter. Half part of the, what's the rap group again?
AKA, yeah, 10 minutes is up. Killer
Yes,
Mike.
Killer
So,
Mike.
so, so yeah, but
Oh my God, you won't believe this.
what? Are you gonna show it? You're gonna show it on the screen?
Hey yo, hey yo. Let me show. I'm gonna show you guys it on the screen, man. Look who's here in the list.
Mm,
Let me zoom in.
yeah.
Join the client list. French
French
Montana,
Montana.
Killer Mike,
Mike.
Lori, Triple CCC, Johnny Marines, Brandon Copeland. My
Mm,
man is in the list.
yeah. And
On the list.
as I think I told you this offline, Kier. I've never seen someone look more out of place in interviews than Cesar Pina. If you look at him on the Breakfast Club, he's like thinking to himself. It seems as though he's thinking to himself, let me just
Try to blend in.
avoid to make sudden moves so people don't realize I shouldn't be here.
Let me blend in, man. What a
And
dude.
envy, oh man, the things are aging very badly for envy, man. I called when I learned the real estate, and that's what he said, right? When I learned the real estate game, I have called three people. I called Joe Budden, I called Fabulous, and I called DJ Clue.
Yeah. My Desert Storm
My
family.
Desert Store family.
Guess who was left alone?
And your family. And what did your family tell you? Your family. Your family said, I remember, we talked about it. This isn't, they aren't your blood family. It's like what we talked about. Um, mm, the saying we always say, blood is thicker than water,
Yeah.
and we use it wrong because it seems like it seems to imply that family ties are stronger, but it's the actual quote, and I paraphrase, is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means the blood of the contract. So the agreement, the bond you create with people are stronger than your familial bond. So in this case, we're talking about Envy's family, but not like his covenant family, not his water of the womb family, his blood of the covenant family. So the bond was thicker. And what did your family members tell you? And he tells it as if to let it seem as though they are crazy, because it's like, why are people afraid of this? Joe, he called Joe. Joe said it was a scam and hung up.
And he's going to get locked up. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, yeah, and he's gonna get. Joe said, Joe said it was a scam and that he was gonna get locked up. Fabulous said he'd call, he, he'd call him back and did it. And Clue said, "No, it's not really for me."
Yo, Joe Budden's out clowning him. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah, but he's been clowning him. He's been clowning him.
Yeah. But yeah, I do agree with you that you gotta be very. I mean, if your family, I mean, I'm not saying the family, your friends, and I'm talking about the competent friends. So not the idiots you have as friends, the ones that can think. If they're telling you guys, watch out, man, just take a just do another due diligence. Try to find out whether they are right or not. Don't think you're the smartest one in the group. A lot of times where you're like I said, I think I said it the last show, right? If you have smart friends and you think you're the smartest one, you probably are the dumbest
Yeah.
in the group. So yeah, but let me show you guys and you as well, RJ. Maybe you haven't seen it yet. The Killer Mike response to
I
this
didn't
whole.
know. I saw it on socials, but I said, let me watch it
So
here.
he is being
Yo,
mentioned as a client, but according to Killer Mike, he brushes it away with just a tweet. No, he doesn't distance himself directly. He only says a mutual friend told me, I should meet him, so I did. We did we did no business. I never endorsed him. And if you watch the video, I just looked at some ish he showed me and got out of there. So let's watch the video and see whether that is true. Let me see. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Play it. No, I thought I could. I can.
You cannot hear it. Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, man. And we have to talk about. That's the next I want to talk to you about, Kier, after this one. The Cesar Pina life. The guy went live, man.
Yeah, that oh man, it's
Uh,
just
uh, uh,
can you hear it now?
no, I can't.
You can't.
No.
It's quite crazy. Why is this happening? Oh, this is why. Now you should be able to hear it.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, open your ears. Let me see if I can open the volumes up to the max.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Listen to this one. Tell me, tell me this isn't an endorsement.
I have hijacked and kidnapped DJ Envy. Don't worry, he'll be back. But I'm with my man Cesar right now. I said, Cesar, you got to show me the gold mines that surround me. So I grew up here. We're on Martin Luther King. We right in Adamsville. I grew up in these apartments doing some things that should have got my ass locked up forever. But now I'm here today learning how to invest. So Cesar, what we got?
28-unit building.
28-unit building.
Looks like a home run to me. 28 two bedrooms, townhouse style.
Yup.
We see opportunity down here.
See opportunity.
That's all we see.
And we're not going to pay a lot of money for it.
Oh, no, that's key. Under market value.
That's what I'm learning from him. Guys like Kenny, shout out. Appreciate y'all. And I'm about to go ride around, look at some more shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an endorsement to me, though. It's like more of an announcement, to be honest.
To me, if people are dropping background vocals,
Ad libs.
ad libs. I'm using background vocals so people understand. Most people don't
Yeah.
know what ad libs are.
Yeah, okay.
Dropping background vocals, you're endorsing it. I'm just saying. He's
I-
out here-
But I don't think. But you
Yeah.
know, it's crazy to me because again, it seems as though the guy doesn't fit there. It's like he. I mean, maybe hindsight is 2020, but my question is, how can people fall for? I mean, if I look at him, he doesn't look like someone that
Oh,
I
well,
would trust with my money.
so it's the same thing people saw in FTX. SBF is also like a slouch, walking around like a slouch.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing, right? People think the underdog story. He dresses like he's from the neighborhood, but he's the smart guy. I don't think he's smart. He's probably at most clever. No, but he's at most
Yeah.
clever. I mean, in order to put the thing together, he did. You got to be clever. You don't have to be smart.
Yeah.
And look at him now. He has you as a client on his website. You have a video out with him, basically sitting there, and he's showing you how to do it right. First of all, if these two pair up, and if this is an endorsement, the only endorsement I would accept is an endorsement of Cheesecake Factory. If you guys are out here trying to tell you a financial play, the only financial play is a food franchise, boy. I don't
Yeah.
believe anything they say about anything else.
No. I think that. I think that. I
Anyway,
wouldn't. Let me put it like this. I think that Cesar Pina did a different kind of investing in fast food chains. It wasn't that was an investment. That was spending. It was like after a long day's work, Let me get a number 3, a number 8, a number 13. What do you guys want?
He's investing in himself.
Yeah.
You ate all your money. Yo, but before we go to the part where basically right now, I think he's his business partner, because he called him a business partner. He said he's not a victim.
Who
Who said that? Cesar
said?
Pina in his life. I'm gonna take a look at the small part. I'm gonna show
All right,
you a
cool.
part in his life.
I didn't watch. I just watched the first
I
part, the
watched the
intro.
whole thing. You know how I am. You
Yo,
know how I am.
yo, KR. Okay, I don't want to give any spoilers, but what he was saying in the first minute or two, I was like, I
I
was
didn't want to
shouting out.
highlight that one, but
Guys,
do you want me to go there?
no, no, no. Well, if you're not going there, then I can just tell it, man.
Just tell it.
The
Just tell
dude,
it.
the dude was just shouting out, and it wasn't even him. He was talking it's just to have an idea how what kind of person he is, man. It wasn't even him, man. It's like his wife or his partner. I don't know who the lady was in the back. She was telling him what to say. She said, "Shout out your barber." Yeah, shout out to my barber. I just got this fresh cut. Dude is facing prison time. He's shouting out.
It's Barber. And who said the Barber wanted a shout out? You're now you're implicating me into this quagmire.
The barber was like, "This is gonna be my last job after this."
Now
I'm gonna
I'm already cutting Caesar. I'm getting shout outs from Caesar, and then Caesar later on tells everyone is getting sued who's affiliated with me. Yeah. Now I'm happy that you shouted me out. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
be pulled
Yeah.
into the Rico case, because
Yo.
if real estate Rico would be real, he would be pulled in.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, as a witness.
Real
As a
estate Rico
witness.
does-
We
Not
need to
only
find
a
out who
witness,
that.
he abetted to the crime. The thing with Rico is, and I think people don't understand Rico. Rico is if you're part of the organization and you went to, let's say, for example, back in the days, if you went to get paper for the boss, so paper as in just newspaper, you're part of the organization. So if you cut the boss's hair, you're also part. That's the crazy thing about Rico, and that's how they get people to tell,
Yeah.
because they pull you in even though you're innocent. So if real estate
Crazy.
Rico would be real, this boss would be pulled.
Yeah. And dude shouted him out as well.
Oh my god! But I'm gonna play it because this,
Maybe the barber wanted to quit, and the barber came to him and said, "Hey, guy, Caesar, my bro, my man, I can't keep doing this, man. It's getting too hot." And Caesar was like, "If I'm going down, I'm taking everyone with me. I'm gonna make sure the world knows your name." Yo. All right, let's continue. Let me see.
but yeah, let's see, man. This is
How long is the clip?
probably 2 minutes.
All right, okay, cool.
Right? Because at the end of the day, it is what it is.
By the way, shout out to Carceno's website or channel. He provided this
If
clip.
I owe somebody, I owe somebody. Nobody is here to lie or whatever. I owe you, you sue me, or court of law will work the shit out, whatever it is, right? But now all these people putting this energy behind this machine, putting this energy. Tony the Closest does not give a fuck about victims. All the money that he made from the t-shirts that he sold or the badges, he is not donating to victims. He's not.
First of all, how would that work? You're the one scamming them. Now I have to pay them as well. Yo, this is crazy, yo. Now, so this is the idea you get watching this live, right? This guy is sitting there talking out of his butt.
Yeah.
But let's continue. Now I make money and now I have to pay.
This is gaslighting.
Yeah.
Giving them money. He's just in it for the clicks, just like everybody else, right? So all these people are feeding this machine. You're feeding this machine. You're feeding this machine. Oh, I hope he gets locked up. I hope he gets locked up. I hope he gets locked up. I got locked up. I'm still here, right? So now I'm here, and guess what? You fucking geniuses that you all wanted me seeing get charged and get locked up. Now the government is involved. Now the government.
Watch this. Watch this play.
Should he be talking though?
Gonna come in and say,
I do think he should be talking. But anyway,
But let's continue watching.
okay.
He's talking, so let's continue watching.
charge and get locked up. Now the government is involved. Now the government's going to come in and say, we're staying all these lawsuits till your criminal proceedings are done. So guess what? From a year to 2 years to getting paid, now it could be 3 to 5 years. And if you guys will be lucky if you see anything.
Did you hear what he said right there?
Yo.
Money has been moved, people.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky if you see anything.
3 to 5 years.
Let me play that again.
And if you guys will be lucky if you see anything. And this is like the most retarded shit in the world. Instead of having a conversation with somebody that's been successful for all these years, I have a track record from 2017 to 2020.
Okay. Now, I'm not gonna show any
Yeah.
but yeah,
Commercial.
you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky if you see anything.
Yeah.
That is crazy if you're talking like this. But you know what is funny? As soon as these allegations and these lawsuits popped up, he and his wife filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I saw that. Well,
So-
that tells you enough. They ain't got it,
Well,
but
They got it.
they control it.
it disappeared.
They
Apart
ain't got it,
from
but they
in the
control it.
belly.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it's crazy, right? If you go, so first of all, I do agree with you, RJ. It's the same as what we talked about in the last the 98 show number 98. What you gotta be crazy or such focused on your image that you go live in this case.
Yeah.
Because now we have a clip where he basically says you'll be lucky if you can get it.
Yeah.
And even if it's true, right? Because no, we all know what he did. The money has disappeared.
The
He
money-
has it stashed somewhere under a tree house or whatever, under a tree, digged up, and I don't know what he has done, but the money has disappeared. And he says in this video, I'm not gonna show that part. He says basically, I'm a hustler. You can lock me up. I'll come back out and get it again.
Yeah.
Or I get the money you previously scammed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. I got the money. I'm gonna keep the money, and
I'm gonna do the years.
but what he's saying is what he's doing is the equivalent of, I forgot what the syndrome is, but not Stockholm syndrome, but it's like someone is the equivalent of someone giving you food on the one hand and then beating you up on the other end. It's like you might not like getting beaten up, but if I go away, you ain't gonna eat.
You ain't gonna eat.
That's what he's saying. And I saw that indeed, what you mentioned, he and his wife filed a couple of cases. I think one case was against Tony the Closer.
Yes, they filed a case against both him and Envy.
Envy as well.
His
They
partner.
also, and who was they were also they were also the one that's filed a case against a company that loaned them money,
Something like that. No,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
saying that they didn't comply. But we've seen this tactic before. We've seen it with what's the dude's name? The Brett Favre. A lot of times people start filing court cases just for the image, right? To create the image that, hey, something's wrong, and I'm gonna fight it. But if your business partner, because I'm gonna say business partner because that's what Envy said that he was.
And
if
then
you're-
later on said he's a victim.
Yeah. So,
Envy's lawyer said he's a victim. He started out as a business partner. Now he's a victim. And now Big Ponzi is saying he's my partner. He's not a victim.
yeah, yeah. If I'm going down, I'm taking each and every single one of you with me.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not looking good. And yeah, it's what I always tell you, KR, because we talk about whether or not envy is a victim or not. And I tell you that, say, if two people have a partnership, a business partnership, and one person turns out to be a scammer, does that automatically entail that the other one should, let's say, should be punished by law? I don't think the other person should be punished by law. What I do think is that you might be held liable as a business partner, and that's a risk of being a business partner, with being in business with someone. It's not looking good for envy, at least not from a reputational point of view, because the videos that are coming out again, man,
But
these were
I, I,
yeah.
I think we talked about this off camera. What if, guys? What if? And this is just a theory. Is he liable? And your profession is of
A
the
lawyer, yeah, yeah, I'm a lawyer.
lawyer. So what if Envy invested? Well, apparently Envy invested 500,000, 500K. What if Envy found out mid arrangement that this is a, I'm going to say scam. This is a find the ball
A
situation.
misappropriation of funds.
Find the, the street game, right? You got to find the ball.
Yeah, I know, find the ball. It seems as though you were gonna say find my ball, but okay.
I'm not, I'm not, I'm not a basketball player, but okay. Um,
Shout out to Dwight.
we need to talk. We're talking about this. Guy,
That's yeah. We're gonna talk about that on the X Game Plan channel. Go
we
check it out.
talked
Go
about
check
it
it
an
out.
hour ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You check it out. But you move me up. So basically, let's say he invested at 500,000, thinking he was doing good business, and mid mid arrangement, he gets like the post nut clarity, right? I'm not gonna get my 500,000
Were
back.
they business partner? You said, or
Or what kind of business? No, but he gets the clarity, like, oh,
well,
I'm not gonna get my money back.
well,
Let
I
me
did.
let me
Yeah.
try to help him to at least recoup my 500,000.
So again, that's
Like
so.
and act like I didn't know. I get my 500,000 and I leave the business partnership.
Yeah.
Would
So
he be liable in that case?
yeah, damn for sure, because he knew. I should have known better.
But can you act like you didn't know?
You can do a lot of things, but whether you can do it successfully is another thing. And at the end of the day, the burden of proof, it's always like, who needs to prove what, right? So if they're going to prosecute envy for something criminal, then I mean, the prosecutor would need to have, of course, would need to prove it. And I'm not familiar with US law, but US law is, as opposed to civil law systems. Um, in the US, you have a system where case law plays a big role. So you would need to look at the case law and see how judges have decided in similar cases. And maybe it won't look good. And I find that the US law sometimes reaches pretty far. And to the example of what you said, I didn't know what you're telling me about Rico, because again, you like to really dive into the effery. But the if you getting a newspaper makes you, I can understand why that would make you a part of the organization. I don't I don't agree, and I really doubt that you will get jailed for that, because you would still need to prove that something was done wrongfully.
But that's the thing with Rico, right? But again, real estate Rico doesn't exist. But Rico, the whole thing with Rico is they created Rico, the Rico law, to get rid of the mafia. That was the original thought. So
Yeah,
we lock everyone up in the. There will be no one in the streets anymore.
yeah,
If you're a driver, you're part of the organization, so you're helping the
yeah.
organization,
I understand that, but I,
even though you might be innocent, you
yeah,
might be a
I.
sucker.
It seems to me more like something that, so if it was created to terminate the mafia, get rid of the mafia, then I understand that principle. But I would think that it would make you a suspect, but not necessarily guilty. That's my whole point. So,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah,
Like
whatever the case,
they go a step further. That is true.
yeah. So whatever the case is, I think that we need to. I don't think that Big Pun should be talking. Big Ponzi. I don't think that DJ Envy should be talking. So he was also talking reckless, and DJ Envy even said, "My lawyers don't want me to talk." But
Hey, by the
um,
way, Fonzie said it as well.
well, you know what the thing is? As a lawyer, you can only help. It's like help me, help you. So
Yeah,
if you, I had a case once, KR. I don't know. I remember if I said this
on the show.
on the show, but I had a case once, and I found out 3 days before the hearing that my client lied to me.
Mm.
The opposing party's lawyer called me and he said, "You claim your client didn't work after the car accident, but we actually have proof that he worked and was fired due to him lying
Not
to
being able to work.
due to him lying." And I was like, "Yo!" So he worked for like 4 months after the accident. So I confronted him. I asked him to come to the office because KR, of course, you need to give everyone a chance. Maybe he had a good reason, but I was pissed. Anyway, I came and I said, "Is this true?" "No, they're trying to lie, they mislead you." Because I said, "No, I don't care what their strategy is. I just want to know, did you work?" "No, the thing is, that's not relevant, because what's relevant is I have pain. I have back pain." I said, "Yeah, listen to my question. Did you or did you not work?" "Yeah, I did, but I need to pay you." I was like, "Come on. So you're gonna say it's my fault?"
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah. So I was like, "Nah, man." But it was too close to the court date, and the fact that he lied about that only, let's say, limited him on one front, but he still had a case. So I was like, "Okay, let's go." But dude, please listen to me. Listen to me carefully. If you go to court, because he's a very emotional guy, I was like, if you go to court, don't talk unless the judge asks you a question directly.
Mm.
If you do want to talk, or you think that something is worth mentioning,
Tap me.
tell me. I'm here. Write it down, tell me, and I, as your attorney that has experience, that knows the rules, that knows how the game is played, will tell you whether it's relevant or not. And the third rule is that if you speak and if the judge asks you something, listen to the question and answer the question. You like to talk, but listen to the question and answer the judge's question. This phone call, because this happened during a phone call, happened at 9:30 in the evening, because that's what when he decided to call me on my personal phone. I didn't give you my personal phone number, but okay. I'm here to help. I'm here to assist.
You're here to win.
I go to court. Dude starts yapping. He starts talking, KR. He doesn't understand what the case is about. He's confused. He's confused. The worst part was he was confusing the judge.
Oh,
The opposing party was talking about B. Dude was talking about XYZ. The judge was like,
what are
and
you talking about?
even the opposing party was like, I didn't know about XYZ. Let me write this down.
You're sitting there like,
Or here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Exactly. So I was like, why are you talking? The judge didn't ask him. He started talking. I was talking. I told him to write it down. You know what he did as I was talking? He was doing this on my shoulder.
Another one. Another one.
I was like, this dude can't be for real. Then I just started talking. The thing is, KR, that the judge was bilingual. I told him, if you can speak the native tongue, if you can speak your second language, speak your native tongue, because you have the luxury of a judge that can understand your native tongue. You can speak in your own language so you can express yourself better. The judge can understand you because she can speak your native tongue. She can
habla
understand it.
español.
You know that the dude looked me in my eye. He did this, Kier. Turned around and kept on yapping in English.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, this dude can't be for real. I was seeing him sabotage himself. So at one point, I sat back, crossed my hand, and the judge could clearly see he's on his own. I mean, if you're not gonna listen, if you're not gonna listen to me, why am I there in the first place? Do you know, KR? After the case, dude had
The decency.
I was feeling like a rage coming back up.
The decency.
The dude had the courage to ask me. You know what the first thing he asked me when we got out of court, out of the courtroom was? So, lawyer, how did it go?
Yo. Oh man.
I was so pissed. I was like, well, I'll find out in 3 weeks.
You didn't tell him you effed it up?
I I I I no, I went to the office. I draft a letter claim in which I made it clear that he lied to me, that I instructed him he didn't. It was a very extensive letter.
Mm.
He didn't follow my instructions. And so he was on his own. You know what the dude asked me? You know what his response was? You would think his response would be, you know, I messed up. My bad.
Mm.
The dude asked me, Why are you doing this? Why are you really doing this? Is it because you think we're gonna lose?
I thought he's gonna ask you, do I still have to pay?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Nah, man. But good luck to Envy. Good. I'm not gonna say good luck to DJ due to
Big Ponzi?
Big Ponzi, big
Ponzi's
because
done. He's
he's
gonna
done.
do. He's willing to do the years.
He's telling you, I'm going to do 3 to 5. I'm gonna.
I'm willing to do it. Don't test me, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been there already, so he knows what he has to do.
Yeah, yeah. He might find his a mentor there again. Just to,
Another mentor. He's going back to the university and graduate with a degree in Bitcoin. With a degree of FTX. Anyway, I do think that you have to be aware, guys. I think RJ, maybe you won't put it in these words.
I
But if a
wouldn't
guy
know.
goes in
If you need to start your sentence like that, then you're right. I don't need to even listen to what you have to say. I wouldn't.
if a guy gets locked up and he comes out bigger than he was before, and not bigger as in bigger in muscles, but bigger in size, just know, just know, he's not spending his time right. You're sitting there in jail and you're not working out. You come out like a pina,
Yeah.
like a pineapple.
Like
Man,
a pineapple. Yeah.
I think we talked about this enough, man. I don't. I mean, we should continue following this, but
Yeah, we will. We'll see. We'll
this
see.
show, I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah. We can definitely wrap it up.
Good luck to Caesar. Good luck to DJ Envy. Because as I always say, that luck you definitely need.
They would need it for sure. Yeah, yeah. But something else I wanted to talk about, KR.
Tell me.
The as because we're already talking about money, right? I don't know if you saw the news about. Wait, pause.
Pause for what? What did you say?
Never mind.
Okay. Now we watch this.
Did you watch the news about Dame Dash saying that he's something along the lines of proud being broke or something like that? Like
Yeah.
Lord buying it.
Before I think it's good to link these two cases together.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling, I'm not sure. A while ago, somewhere in 2016, 15, they went on the Breakfast Club and told DJ Envy that he's not a boss.
Oh, was that 2016 so long ago?
It was a while back, so it was a while. I'm not sure. I'm just saying it's the
Yeah,
I could
okay,
be,
okay.
the timeline could be scrambled a little bit. Maybe
I
I'm
think it was for
scrambling
like
the
4 or 5
timeline.
years. It seems to me like 2018 or something, maybe.
Could be
I don't know.
2018. When did they start with the Ponzi scheme? I'm not sure, but it was before, I think, because it seems like Damon triggered something in Envy's head, trying to show he's a boss. But it seems like he's
Put a chip on his shoulder. He put a chip on
he put a chip on his shoulder, and Envy thought, okay, I'm gonna be a boss. I'm gonna be a slumlord. Oh, yeah, let's go. I've read the story about Dame Dash, man. Dame Dash is down and out. He's down and out now.
But is he really down and out, or is it like figure of speech?
So he basically says, because he has to pay child support, right?
Mhm.
And he cannot pay child support. He's basically saying his current businesses are not making enough money, and that his child support arrangements from 20 years ago, from 15 years ago, he cannot pay it.
Mhm.
He has a lot of failed businesses the last few years. I think it has to do with the way he conducts business. I mean, if you look at how he does things, you burn your own bridges, and at a certain point you cannot continue burning bridges, because then you're on your own. But it seems like he according to let's call it all these network websites, he's worth 100,000 from the millions with
Yeah,
all
but
these failed
yeah,
businesses. I mean, this is just, I mean, these network business, these network websites are a lot of times BS.
yeah,
But it wouldn't surprise me if he burned through the money because he has a lot of failed businesses the last few years. He cannot get businesses off the ground, even though he's a hustler.
yeah. And th- I'm glad you said that because he is really, that's what he comes across as, right? A hustler, someone that is just graduated from the school of hard knocks. And it's always like double, right? He's a very controversial person as well because he always seems to burn bridges, but at the same time, he always seems to be, he's very confident in what he's doing. As Dan Pena, that's not Pena, that's Pena. That's that as Dan Pena says, I might be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. So it seems to me like to tell so I would be I'm surprised. I was surprised when I heard the news, but a couple of things play a role here, and we need to take this with a grain of salt as well. Again, coming from a lawyer, you mentioned child support. A lot of people don't agree with the amount of child support that they need to pay, especially if you see that the child support is going towards the mother of the child instead of the kid. That's one. Second, you know who also doesn't have money? Cesar Pia, allegedly. But it doesn't mean that he doesn't control money. So that's something else we need to look at. Maybe he doesn't have the money. Maybe I'm not saying that he doesn't have failed businesses, but we never know for sure. I mean, to say someone is broke, we always need to take it with a grain of salt because maybe he has other legal entities that do have money that control his assets. So he's not going to be moved out from his house, for example, because the house is not in his name. He's not going to lose his car because the car is not in his name. Maybe there's a bank account he's not going to lose because it's not in his name. So we need to take everything with a grain of salt. That being said, I think when you're doing business, you really need to do business for business. And what I've seen him talk about on, let's say, shows like The Breakfast Club and in interviews, etc. Because I do like his way of thinking of being a boss. That's I like that way of thinking. But when you're a boss, you need to conduct business the right way as well. And with him, I always found, and he tells you as well, I do what I want to do. So it's a way of approaching business, but I don't think it's a sustainable way of approaching business.
It's only
You,
sustainable if you make, if everything you do is 100% of the time right, and it's not.
it's not. And in business, it never is
Never
actually.
is.
And but
Theoretically.
he has like a Netflix ish platform, like a streaming platform. He has like a studio. He has like artists.
Yeah.
But the thing is as well, care that if you do everything simultaneously, you won't really do. I mean, it will be very difficult to do something really well because you're
Mhm.
spreading all your attention. So I don't. I'm really skeptic whether or not he's really, really broke and what is broke for someone who's at millions, like 5 million. It's broke, but is he really broke? As the first thing. The second thing um, is he gonna change? This way of thinking now that let's say for the sake of argument he is broke. Is he gonna change his way of doing business? Is he going to be more mindful, more business minded, more profit focused, etc.? I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't do that. So
I think he's a self-admitted. He admitted himself that he stole money during the partnership with Jay-Z, if I'm not mistaken. So that already puts you like, people might not do business with you. It's the same when people that are logical will think the same if someone tells them, I've learned real estate in jail. If you learned real estate in jail, why should I do business? You've been already been locked up for doing stuff that's not legal.
Yeah.
Why would I partner with you knowing that?
Yeah.
The same with this. He admitted, from what I've heard, that he stole money during the partnership with Jay-Z. So why would someone else do business with you in that case in the future? Put themselves into a situation where they could lose money.
Yeah.
And also, if you look at the old videos of him storming into the Rockefeller or the Def Jam meetings, yelling and all that stuff, come on, man. This is, I mean, you're trying to put your foot down, but
You're burning bridges.
you're
But
burning
he's
a bridge.
saying, but so is the way he's talking is that he did it for other people, but the other people weren't thankful. But it was because people feared him that they gave Jay-Z and maybe other artists as well more than what they deserve. It's funny the way he talks about Kanye. It's like, yeah, I saw Kanye, I saw that he had a future, etc. But if you look at the documentary,
It's just by luck.
yeah, because they weren't really
They weren't,
accepting
really
Kanye.
they weren't interested in him until others tried to bid for him.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
And by the way, I think didn't he sign because the other deal fell through?
it was really a coincidental thing because Kanye was really trying to prove himself. Uh, he wasn't getting meetings with Def Jam, and so Dame Dash, and I forgot what happened, but
You
it
need
was
to look
like,
into the family business. Is it family business? Not best. Is the last track of the his first album where he talks about how he signed to Rockefeller. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all luck, right? And they Dame is someone, if you had the choice to partner with a couple of people, 9 out of 10 times people will leave him out of the deal
yeah,
because
because
you
they don't
don't
want
want that.
problems. You don't
Yeah,
want problems. Yeah.
yeah. Your
Yeah.
reputation will destroy you at the long run. If you have a bad reputation, doesn't matter how much money you make. At a certain point, people will not. If you start losing, because sometimes you will lose, and people will not partner up with you, which make you lose more, and then you become like a jinx,
Yeah.
and people stay away from you. I
Yeah.
think that's something we can all learn from this situation.
Definitely.
And you might be right. Maybe he's trying to rearrange the child support to the point he doesn't have to pay as much as he had to pay before. Time will tell. Well, it seems like it might swing his side, because if you don't have money to pay your child support, then it's
Yeah.
gonna be tough to claim you have to pay 20,000 a month or
Yeah.
whatever amount he's paying.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, we'll see, man. We'll see.
we'll see.
The news did surprise me, I have to say. So
Well, at the same time, there's a reason why Jay-Z removed himself from him at a certain point, right? He
yeah.
knew that the guy burned bridges. So you gotta at a certain point, if you're doing business with someone, you have to make a choice. Is this person, can he help me to get to the next level? It's also, you can tell with any type of relationship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this person going to help me, or are they an anchor to my development?
Yeah. So two things can be true at the same time, right? So maybe Dame did make it possible for Jay-Z to reach a certain level, but on the other hand, Dame's quality weren't the right qualities to have for going to the next level.
Yeah, and you see that a lot with companies, right? Startups. The founding the founder of startup, of founders of the startup, or the founding CEO of the startup, is not always the right CEO for
The
later
corporate,
in the
yeah,
process.
yeah,
You need different skill set.
yeah,
And that goes with any business. You see a lot of times these founding CEOs will up to a certain point they will give up the CEO position to someone who's more structured or who's more into the corporate way of working. And in that case, you just have to hope that that you have enough shares to pay you out. So some people are in minority situations,
Yeah.
and yeah, at the end of the day, you need different skill set for each and every phase of a venture.
Hmm.
Some people can lead a company from founding up to corporate, but that's not a lot of times the case.
The case, no, definitely not. No.
That's a blue chip right there.
Yeah.
Take that as a learning situation, just like a lot of times we talk about situations you can learn from.
Yeah.
With that being said,
Yeah. With that being said, hey, KR was a good episode. Before we close the show again, 100 episode. It went by really fast. Um, some days, KR, it's like I don't want to wake up. Wait. Early. I don't want to wake up early.
you are you trying to tell us something? Are you trying to tell us something, RJ?
Oh man, I paused at the wrong. I paused at the wrong moment. No, but sometimes you're tired, you know. And for those of you watching and our fans, sometimes we wake up. We also have our own things. We are both busy people,
Yeah.
and we still make time for these shows. We continuously talk and we ponder on how we can better the show, make it improve the quality, improve the quality of the show, the content, and definitely the support we receive from you guys and the subscribes, the subscriptions, the likes, the comments, all comments. We learn a lot, different points of view, and yeah, we were really grateful for that. And this gives us both the energy to and the motivation to proceed. You can check out, as we already said, the X game plan, which is our recently launched channel where we discuss more. So on Double Thought Show, we talk more about, let's say, trending pop culture topic. In On the X game plan, we talk more about sports, and well, of course, we're at the Clips channel. But all of this we're doing because we have major plans for this platform, and yeah, we really appreciate, especially the day ones
Yeah.
that stuck around, gave their supports, and
Still
um,
are giving.
still are giving their supports. We really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, remember to subscribe to the channel. We want to reach 500. Then that's the next threshold, 500 subs soon. We want to reach it this year.
Yes,
So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And we've shown you the consistency, so that's not going to be an issue. We don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Remember to engage with us. Let us know your comments on the topics we discussed today. If there are things you want us to discuss in the future, other topics you think we should dive more into, feel free to let us know so we can discuss them. And of course, you need to share the videos as well. We really appreciate it if you can share the love with your friends, your family, and your enemies, especially your enemies. Distract them. Uh, uh, yeah, let me stop right there. Carrie, you want to say something before we close the show?
yeah. One last thing. Not only we showed the consistency, but also the development.
The
Not saying we should go watch our first video, our first live, but it's very different. It's
Yeah,
very different. I think we have grown this year in what we do, the podcast. We started quite awkwardly, and I mean, we had no experience in this,
at all.
but I think throughout these 100 episodes, we have had um, a pretty big growth, I would say.
Yeah,
Growing as in talking, feeling comfortable talking about situations or the topics we talk about, but also involving others, creating a show, creating something that people are interested in. And we hope to continue doing this with your support, of course. And also, like you said, share it with your families or your family. I mean, you have the blood family and also the covenants, right? And
Yeah.
and the enemies
And
distracting
then,
them.
yeah, definitely. Hey, with that being said, we'll see each other in the next one. Thanks for your support once more. Until next time.
I'm
Peace.
locked up.
They
They
won't
won't
let
let
me
me